Meet Mia, an accomplished abstract artist in the heart of New York City. Her canvas bursts with the fervor and bedlam of the urban world she fervently explores. As resolute as the skyline she lives under, Mia values her independence above all, enchaining her emotions within her vivid artwork. And yet, an unspoken longing whispers from the depth of her soul, leaving her restless. One day, as she swathes the canvas with her emotions, a melody drifts into her loft. The music, potent and pulsating, is born from a street musician playing with the same passion Mia pours into her paintings. Intrigued, Mia steps out of her self-built fortress, her world of solitude. Their worlds collide, and they experience a symbiosis of art, her colors dancing to his music. This new shade of connection awakens Mia to the profound influence of relationships on her work, building a bridge between her penchant for isolation and the world beyond her canvas. Cut to a bustling cityscape. Imminent skyscrapers filled with buzzing businesses and people enmeshed in their fast-paced lives. Our focus narrows down to a man amidst the chaos, Ryan. As he walks confidently through the crowd, a well-cut suit clinging to his athletic build, his vibrant green eyes reflecting the city lights, you see a man in his element. Surrounded by hustle, he is as assertive and relentless as the city that never sleeps. A quick pan around his office reveals walls decked with awards, a world map filled with pin markers signifying his global ventures. He's an established entrepreneur. But as he spends his days within the metallic, cold confines of his office, you see a different Ryan when he looks out his window, a longing in his eyes as he watches people laughing, living, and loving on the streets below. A sigh escapes him. It's not a life he's allowed himself. Under a chandelier's soft glow, amidst the faint hum of an engrossed crowd, Ryan steps into the high-end art gallery, a diversion dictated by a persistent client rather than personal inclination. The pristine walls are lined with exquisite works, each pulsating with silent, impassive stories. Then he sees it, an artwork, audacious and vibrant, slicing through the stillness like a meteor. Urban passion, the plaque reads, and Ryan finds his interest piqued. Ryan's eyes dart to Mia, a small figure offset by her arresting presence. As the creator of this dynamic piece, her eyes shine with the same fiery passion mirrored in her work, tracing the tangled skylines and raw energy of an urban jungle. Surrounded by her canvas of painted chaos and ordered beauty, they strike up a conversation. It doesn't take long for sparks to ignite. Their shared appreciation for art and the city's heartbeat blossoms into a magnetic rapport. Mia's passion is contagious, her boldness intriguing. In the grandeur of the city's finest art gallery, the corporate lawyer Ryan is swept into a world filled with vibrant colors and palpable heat. Reluctantly attending the event on behalf of a client, Ryan's staid world is set ablaze by urban passion, a mesmerizing artwork that catches his eye. As his gaze traces the wild strokes picturing the city's energy, he is introduced to Mia, the audacious and passionate artist behind the masterpiece. The air gets mysterious yet fascinating, tinged with the scent of oil paint and anticipation. Their debate over art and city life is not just a conversation, but the ignition of something stunningly beautiful, just like Mia's creation. Fire meets fire, as Ryan's expressive words tangle with Mia's fiery defense of the arts and the city that inspires her. One can sense an unusual chemistry brewing between their dialogues, electrifying the gallery's posh atmosphere. Two worlds collide in this contemporary tango of colors. In an explosion of colors and textures, we enter the world of Mia, an artist enveloped by her boundless creativity. Chaos and beauty coexist in her world, guided by free spirit and whimsy. Yet there's a part of her, restless, yearning for something she can't comprehend. Then her gaze falls upon him, Ryan, a manifestation of structure, discipline, and determination. His world is a stark contrast, organized and predictable, dominated by a black and white palette. The fascination grips Mia, and she finds herself propelled towards him, drawn to him by an inexplicable force, a curiosity sparking within her. She shakes off the thoughts, trying to immerse herself in her art, her refuge, her sanctuary. But even with her strokes painting colorful narratives on the canvas, her mind meanders back to Ryan. The brush between her fingers seems to take a life of its own, painting a vivid picture of him, his world. Mia had just met Ryan, and his presence left a powerful mark in the canvas of her mind. His world was starkly different from hers, precise, orderly, uncompromising. It was like an echo against the tumultuous symphony of her artistic spirit. As she sat in her studio, canvases adorned with vibrant splashes of emotions around her, she felt a new source of inspiration. Even as she tried to immerse herself in her beloved chaos, she was drawn to the idea of Ryan. His methodical life, whispering of secrets unknown to her, disarrayed existence. Her heart drummed an unfamiliar rhythm, tinged with anticipation and fear, their song harmonized by the charm of their contrasting lifestyles. Could poetry be born from such a paradox? Could an art to their romance be painted? Mia was intrigued. The meeting had ended, but her fascination with Ryan had only begun. He was no longer just a stranger, he had become an obsession. As the ornate door of the gallery creaked open, Ryan found himself bathed in the colorful splendor of art that was Mia's world. His heart pounded as he felt a magnetic pull towards her, drawn in by the vibrant waves of her artistic spirit that extended beyond the canvas. Mia, exuding warmth and radiant energy, turned her attention towards Ryan as he walked in. A surprised smile bloomed across her face, lighting up the room brighter than the afternoon sun. As the chemistry between them began to fizz in their shared space, an unspoken conversation started in the silence. They drifted around the gallery, drawn into laughter and shared dreams, their flirtation blossoming into something subtly profound. Their souls danced together through the language of art, their perspectives intertwining like the vivid brushstrokes on Mia's canvas. As the sun began to set, neither of them was willing to let go of the moment. A perfect mix. The sun, a glowing ember, dances on the edge of the horizon as Ryan and Mia ascend to the city's highest rooftop bar. The chill of the evening, intertwined with the thrill of anticipation, makes their hearts pound. After all, it's their first official rooftop date. The lights of the city bloom beneath them as Ryan points out skyscrapers, milestones of his ambition to make it big within the city. His voice reverberates with determination, painting a future full of possibilities. Mia's eyes shine brighter with each word. She understands the city differently. It's a playground, a canvas for spontaneous adventures. She yearns for the music of street performers, the thrill of the unexpected. Contrasting worlds, yet together, they create a symphony that makes the city more compelling. As the sun completes its descent, they turn to one another, eyes reflecting a promise of budding love. In the glow of the city, as the city lights twinkle against the blanket of the night, we join Mia and Ryan on their electrifying journey. Their first stop is a hidden jazz club, tucked away in an alley, thumping with the spontaneous beats of live music. Ryan witnesses for the first time ever as the city pulses with creative energy. We watch as Mia's infectious zeal takes over, and she loses herself in the rhythm of the music, urging Ryan to do the same. To abandon his routines, embrace the chaos, and truly feel the artistry around him. Next, we follow them to a late-night street art fair, barely noticeable in the city's convoluted maze. The raw, vibrant graffiti sprawling across the city's alleys reveals a whole other world to Ryan. Ingenious strokes tell tales of resilience, celebration, love, and loss, giving a voice to the otherwise silent streets. As Mia uncovers these hidden gems scattered across the city, we see the meticulous staff in hand, her artist's spirit as wild and untamed as a cascading river, Mia meandering through the world of creativity. And then there was Ryan, the methodical craftsman, his hands steady as they carved stability from the chaos of life. Opposites they were in their approach, but united in their thirst for ingenuity. As Mia quirkily threw paint at a canvas, Ryan painstakingly chiseled away at his masterpiece. The power of their contrasting energies was palpable, and a vibrant electric alliance formed between them. Their unique bond flourished, Mia coaxed Ryan into the thrilling dance of spontaneity, loosening his stiff structure, enabling him to embrace the imperfect and the unexpected. Ryan, in return, anchored Mia's wild spirit, allowing her to appreciate the joy of calm and the value of incessant grit. This interplay of dynamism and stability led to a profound coordination, a wild heart finding solace in steady hands. As their love story unfolded, they ventured into unknown. In the midst of their bustling city, Mia and Ryan discovered love. Mia, a whirlwind of energy who lives for the thrill of the moment and understands the essence of life as untamed adventure. Contrary to her is Ryan, punctual, organized, and strategic. Every tick of the clock has a purpose in his life. The story takes a major twist in Scene 10. Their drastic lifestyle differences begin to spark friction. Mia, used to the exhilarating randomness of her daily life, now finds herself bridled by Ryan's meticulously organized life. To her, Ryan's structure feels like a cage, dampening the vibrancy of her spirit. Simultaneously, Ryan finds himself tumbling in Mia's whirlpool of spontaneity. He perceives her free temperament as neglect towards his work, stress, and responsibilities. This conflict casts a shadow of doubt on their love. Can they accept and adjust to each other's distinctive frequencies, or is their love not strong enough to bridge the gap? As the sun sank below the horizon, painting the vast sky with hues of purple and pink, Mia and Ryan sat next to the sparkling lake adjacent to their rustic cabin. A cityscape was a distant memory, replaced by the serene sigh of the wilderness. Their days were filled with the simple pleasure of shared laughter, whispered conversations, and tranquil silence, amidst the soft rustle of leaves and gentle chirrups of wood creatures. In the heart of this serene retreat, their hearts unveiled hidden fears. Mia, her expression sincere and soft in the twilight, admitted her fear of losing herself, her identity, if she gave too much in love. Ryan, his eyes reflecting the depth of the lake and vulnerability, conceded his anxiety around failure, the weight of expectations threatening to burden him. As their deepest fears tumbled out, a profound sense of understanding. Under the foggy skyline, Mia gazes out onto the city, her alma mater of dreams. The vibrant hues of life that once adorned her studios now seem stifled by the stark elegance of Ryan's monochrome world. She traces over the bedtime story she painted amongst stars and cloud tops, only to find it turning soon into a cautionary tale. Can the sinewy strokes of her dreams be confined within the structured strip lines of Ryan's corporate life? With each passing day, Mia feels as if she is walking a tightrope, balancing her free-spirited individuality with the stifling elegance of Ryan's world. She fears that she might lose her footing and tumble, plummeting towards the abyss of lost dreams and forgotten identities. She longs to be a part of Ryan's life, to share in his laughter, his triumphs, and his failures. Yet she fears surrendering her spirit, her independence, and worst of all, her art. She becomes drawn and quartered between her love. Our story unfolds as Ryan sits alone, a thoughtful gaze out the window, revealing the magnitude of his feelings. He plays with a diamond ring, its sparkle mirroring that in his own eyes. Each facet of the ring triggers vibrant memories of his life with Mia. The laughter they shared, the places they visited, the arguments they had, and the reconciliation, everything flashes before him. In every memory, one thing remains constant: Mia, her laughter, her spirit, the warmth she brought to his life. Ryan is different, reserved, whereas Mia is outgoing, vivacious. Their differences are prominent, yet their love, it isn't ordinary. It's a love that respects their personalities, their individualities. Ryan understands the charisma of their contrast. Now he wants to celebrate it. He desires to make her a promise of a shared future without losing their unique selves. He embarks on a journey to make a memorable proposal, a mirror image. As twilight descends upon the sprawling cityscape, Ryan carefully sets a scene that could be plucked right out of a romance novel. Candles flicker and dance on carefully laid tables, illuminating a private dinner for two amongst an ocean of city lights. Unbeknownst to Mia, Their magical first kiss on this rooftop bar is about to be eclipsed by a moment that she will cherish forever. Above the hum of the bustling city, a soft melody swirls through the air, as if carrying their love story within its harmonious notes. It's another date night, or so Mia thinks, blissfully oblivious to the heart-pounding, nerve-wracking surprise that awaits her. Ryan beams at the sight of Mia stepping onto the rooftop, her beauty rivaling the city's twinkling skyline. As the city's enchanted ambiance takes her breath away, little does she know that Ryan's taken it away even more. Their reminiscences morph into a beautiful future as Ryan reaches into his pocket, his hand trembling slightly. It's an evening where the city skyline comes alive with twinkling lights, painting a canvas that takes your breath away. Ryan and Mia, immersed in the enchanting scenery, are oblivious to the world around them, lost in their own world of warmth and intimacy. Amidst this beautiful chaos, Ryan's heart throbs with a mix of anticipation and distinct nervousness. He stands up, his gaze locked on Mia, his voice wavering with emotion. He begins by expressing his deepest emotions, acknowledging the differences that make their bond even more special. He tells her, "Mia, you didn't just walk into my life. You gave it a new meaning. Our differences are what make us unique. They've made me see the world through your eyes, a world painted with colors of love, empathy, and labors of love." As the words leave Ryan's lips, he kneels, revealing a ring that glitters in the city lights. With the skyline as their backdrop, he asks Mia, a whirlwind of creativity and spontaneity, finds herself on a soul-searching journey as we open scene 17. Seated alone in a fragrant park, she watches as the leaves swirl in the wind, mirroring the chaos and beauty of her own spirit. Her face holds a contemplative expression, lost in the dance of thoughts that play in her mind. Her heart takes her back to the image of a man, Ryan, her rock. His structured world had often clashed with her unpredictable one, leading to storms between them. Their love had been tested, they had taken time apart. Mia examines their differences, seeing these not as obstacles, but as different strokes on the palette of their love. As calm acceptance washes over her, she realizes that his stability doesn't stifle her creativity, but supports it like a sturdy canvas supports vibrant strokes of art. Her eyes shine with understanding and conviction. She needs to embrace their individualities, not compromise them for their love story. Ryan slumped into the passenger seat, a map unfolded on his lap as a rush of uncertainty surged within him. He had always been the meticulous planner, while Mia, with her wild spirit and impromptu nature, often lead their adventures into the unexpected. Mia's bubbling laughter echoed in the car as she merged onto the open road, signaling the start of their unexpected road trip. "Let's drop the map this time, Ryan," she exclaimed, her voice a contagious mix of excitement and mischief. As the landscapes blurred past, from towering cities that dwindled into quaint villages and dried wheat fields transforming into lush forests, Ryan's initial apprehension gradually morphed into a profound revelation. He found his gaze shifting from the complex markings on the unscathed roadmap resting on his lap to the warm glow of Mia's eyes reflecting the setting sun. He let the map slip down to the floor, realizing their journey was less about the destinations marked down on a piece of paper, but the thrilling adventure. As a wave of sunrise light bathes the cityscape, the narrative begins in a serene park nestled in the heart of the metropolis. It's the wedding day of Mia and Ryan, a couple whose love story mirrors the city they call home, dynamic, vibrant, and brimming with possibility. Centered amidst the harmony of nature and the city's bustling rhythm, a small, intimate gathering of their cherished ones comes alive. As Mia, a beacon of creativity, walks through the park, adorned in a dress inspired by the city's architecture, she's a stunning reflection of urban sophistication, while Ryan, embodying elegance in his sharp and sleek suit, awaits her arrival. They exchange vows under the open sky, their words of promise and love echoing around them. The city hums its symphony, a bustling urban lullaby. They say "I do," with hearts full, embracing their shared passion for the cityscape that intertwined their fates. Their kiss, a sealed promise of unity and an ode to their shared dreams, is captured against the backdrop